Does it feel like home? You've been in this place for a little while now. Does it? But you haven't. You've had this house and lived in it, but also you've been filming things and not in the house for like.
Yeah, but when I come back, it does feel a little bit like home, but not like going back to my mom's house. You know, it is different. It's that nebulous thing.
Ohio's where the heart is.
Also, I said Korea. You know, my grandma's house in Korea feels very much like home.
Ohio's where the heart is.
I think he's checked out. I think he must be watching Shakira.
Wait, could you point to Korea on a globe?
I don't have a globe, but if I pretend my head is one, here's North America, here's South America. If I spin here, it's like right in this region.
No, that's the wrong way, buddy.
That's the wrong way. Unless this video's mirrored, I don't.
Oh, it might be. Because if I go this way, this would be Europe and Africa. So I was just cutting it straight to.
Okay, all right. Okay, I really thought you thought Korea was in Africa there.
So I didn't know I was mirrored. That makes it awkward. That's strange though, because for me, I'm not mirrored looking at my own video, but it's mirrored for you guys.
Hold up your right hand, everybody. Interesting.
Who's mirrored? Like you guys are both holding up what looks like
your video of yourself is not mirrored for you, but our video sent to each other is mirrored, or the opposite of that. But like my video is different than your two.
Yeah, because you both held up what looked like this.
Yeah.
Whereas I was okay.
So you did point to Africa. If this is your right, hold up your right hand. And you went, this is North America, right?
South America. Europe and Africa would be over here. I turned this way and went down like, because Alaska would be over here. And then, they're Russia, Asia, all that.
Mark, I don't think I have the spatial cognition to figure out what is and is not correct about what's happening right now.
Yeah, if this is his right hand.
If we're mirrored, then things are getting really confuckled.
If this is his right hand, then the way I'm seeing him is not mirrored. He's facing the camera with his correct right hand, and therefore the orientation of the globe, if this was North America, it would need to spin this way for it to be like the Pacific Ocean, and then this would be where Korea is, whereas he went to Africa.
But for me, I'm not. For me, I'm doing what you did the first time.
No, I'm saying I'm looking at you right now. If this is your right hand, you pointed to Africa.
I'm just saying what you did is exactly what I did for me.
And I know, and that's wrong.
That's wrong because you and him are opposite on your screen.
But I'm going based off of your right hand to the North America, which is the globe in the front facing. If your right hand is here and you're North America and you point to this side saying that that's Asia, that ain't right.
For everyone who's listening and not watching the episode, Mark and Wade are currently frantically pointing at parts of their heads and turning their heads left and right, back and forth, debating which ear is Europe and which ear is Asia.
What hand are you using to point to your eye with?
His left hand. Clearly Wade's left hand with his wedding ring on it.
So Florida's here. Across here's the Atlantic, which makes this Europe and Africa. Over here is California and Alaska, which makes this the Pacific, and Asia's over here.
The things you're saying are next to each other. I just feel like you're explaining it in reverse of what it would be.
Yeah, this is
so weird to me because I'm perfectly pictured.
Are you sure about that?
Mark, is having a globe something that would make your house feel more like a home? Is that what you mean?
Alaska and Russia connect, like, right? The little isthmus or whatever it's called.
But if that's his left hand, then the way I'm looking at you, if you're holding up your left hand,
Will, can you just edit a globe on my head, please?
I swear to God, if you're saying your hands are what your hands are, you are not pointing
right, left.
Yeah, you're not pointing to what you think you're pointing to.
So Wade, I have a guess here. You have to imagine that you're the globe, so we're looking at you.
Okay, that's probably the problem. I'm using the image of me to describe it.
California belongs under your right eye if we're
okay,
looking
that's over
at you.
here.
Because California is on the west coast, which if the map is facing away from your face, west.
So here's the problem. I figured it out. I'm using the non-reflected image of me to describe this rather than my actual body. So what I need to do, Will, put the globe on my head and flip it, because that's what I'm looking at.
Why would you describe it that way?
Because that's how I see it in my reflected image, and I can't just imagine my face.
Well, we said you're a globe.
Okay, let me do this without looking at my image. Here's North America. Here's South America. So this is the way you guys expect it to be, right?
Yeah, a
so
globe.
then Alaska should be here.
Yeah.
This would be Russia and Asia. This would be Europe and Africa. That's how you guys are seeing it. That makes sense to you. Whereas looking at the image is what made sense to me. Now Earth feels like home.
I just find it fascinating. You were even able to look at your flipped image and reverse everything for yourself off of the image.
That was really easy for me, actually.
That seems backwards to me too. I would have based it off of my own.
That was actually easier for me to do than to think it through without looking at something.
Weird.
Because I could physically, like, looking at me, I could physically see the continents with my imagination on my face. It's like, obviously it's here and here, and that would make Asia over here. I can still see it, but for you guys and the whatever and my actual head shape, yeah, it would be.
For the whatever, we're just looking at you.
This is harder to do with flip fucking images than you think. Because I thought looking at the image of me was the same way you were seeing me, so it was making more sense to do it that way, whereas in fact, it was not.
I don't feel like I understand what was happening any better. I just feel like.
All right, Will, retrospectively, put Earth backwards on me so Bob can see, and then flip it whenever I realize what I was doing wrong to show how correct I was when I was wrong and right.
Oh,
So home.